Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Mission Moonshot video. Last time, we tried to get back into the swing of things, but had a decent amount of failures, mainly because I forgot to test a lot of stuff. But this time, I have tested every single mission we're gonna do today, and I'm pretty confident they're gonna work, as long as we don't have any, like, horrific engine failures. But anyway, the first mission of today is going to be the Geostat. I have actually teased this rocket already. It is the Titan with 2 extra boosters, because we actually need the Delta V they provide. So yeah, we just need to get this into the specified orbit, which is a geostationary Earth orbit. So yeah, there are a couple things I do want to talk about, but I'll just go ahead and cover those when it becomes relevant. But yeah, for right now, let's just go ahead and get this rocket off the ground. So, things... yeah. Seems fine to me. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, rocket! Whoop! And off to the races. Now, one thing I love is how much more screen real estate I have now. If you guys don't know, I recently got a 2K monitor. And, oh man, it's great to not have this, like, these windows taking up literally the entire screen like they were before. Granted, I probably could have just adjusted the UI scale before, but, you know, this is nice. This is nice. I don't mind this. We're almost out of solid propellant, so those boosters should be going bye-bye. There they go. Alrighty, clean separation. Don't have to worry about them anymore. We keep pushing our way higher and higher into the atmosphere. Did we not pitch correctly? We kind of... I guess I probably could have upped the pitch rate, because we did have a lot of thrust early on. That's okay, though. It corrected for that. Should be fine. Oh, the engine broke. Okay, so we didn't have an engine failure, the engine just broke. I don't think my hot stage... yeah, I had it set to... what was it? 2.5 seconds, that should be fine. Oh, I'm turning the tram stage now. Well, again, that's another failure of this launch vehicle. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. It didn't do that earlier. It didn't do that before, so I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna have to tell you to blow yourself up, because we don't want you crashing into a third world country. Yay! Alrighty. So yeah, I'll have to take another look at that Titan 3, because yeah, it's the first time that's happened. Like, usually it's because of the hot staging. Like, you know, I messed up the hot staging. That was the issue before. Basically, it was hot staging too early, but 2.5 seconds should be right around perfect. Just for some reason, it decided to fail. We had, like, you know, that failure that the Falcon 9 did, where it bumped up against the rear stage. I think that's probably what happened. So yeah, I'll take a good long look at the Titan 2, make sure it's safe for our crewed flight that we're going to have later today. We're actually going to have 2 crewed flights today, if things go to plan. I know last time I was rushing out a lot of flights. This is the thing I wanted to talk about, is I was rushing out a lot of flights when we didn't really have to, and I kind of wasted a lot of money, because, well, yeah, sure, I wanted to rush out this so we could make the Venus window. That honestly was fine, you know, like, rushing this out to make the Venus window was fine. Only problem is it didn't work. I simulated it, it didn't work, so I had to completely redesign the whole thing, so that kind of completely negated any of the rush building that we did. And then, as for the crewed launches, the crew wasn't even trained yet. So there was no point rush building the crew vehicles. I had to just, you know, take the fail, then re-accept it, because the crew wasn't even done training yet. So, that all being said, we're a little bit late on our Venus window. Hopefully it doesn't prove to be too catastrophic. We do need to go for a, as you can see, it says ejection inclination. We do need to go for like a 46, but I'm going to go for like a 48, because we are a little bit late. So I'm going to say 48. The ejection land should be right around the same, hopefully. We're going to go 30, maybe we'll go 308. Just bump those up a little bit to make up for the fact that we're a little bit late to the window. And hopefully everything should be okay. Yeah, I'm not actually sure if this is actually going to work or not. I have tested it. I have gotten it close to Venus, but we're just getting the windows, like, we're at the window. So either we launch it now and hope it works, or we, you know, wait until the next window, which, to be honest, at this point, we're just gonna YOLO it. What could go wrong with YOLOing a Venus mission? Absolutely nothing, I reckon. Alrighty, and we are on our way. Let's check that orbit. Yeah, it's making it. Let's look at the heliocentered version. Bit more normal to what you guys are used to probably seeing. So here's Venus, here's Earth. I dip our perigee right around here. I'm just gonna abort it there because I have had issues with it overburning. Yeah, I have had issues with it trying to overburn our maneuver, but it seems like hopefully I caught it. Tried to light again though. I mean, that is quite bad. I think it well and truly overburned the maneuver. It kept doing that for some reason. I don't know why. But again, I didn't really have time to figure it out because our window was coming up. So maybe I can try and do another maneuver to correct for that. I think we have a little bit of fuel left that we can probably burn. Yeah, let's wait like a little bit.
6 hours later.
Why have you suddenly lost the ability to rotate? RCS. Burn. Yeah, it's getting us closer. But the problem is I have no way of orientating the spacecraft. And that's our RCS burned out. Okay. I mean, it's not like I can do anything anymore. Unfortunately, this will be a failed Venus mission. I mean, I just had to launch something in the window. So I'm not too upset about it. It does stink. But I'm not super upset about it. I just needed to get something in the Venus window, and I don't know, that might be within Venus SOI, so we might get science. I'm not sure. But anyways, this probe has no way of orientating itself. I have no way of orientating the Centaur, even when it had RCS control. I don't know idea what's going on there. So, yep, alrighty. Goodbye, silly probe. We will make smarter probe next time, instead of just silly spin-stabilized thing. That is now the Zanny-Bekov effect probe. It is the Zanny-Bekov effect probe. You know, I didn't even think about that. It probably was gonna do that anyway. Spoiler alert, guys, I didn't actually test past the getting to Venus, because I figured, oh, once we, you know, can get it towards Venus, the rest is easy. Yeah, we have the Zanny-Bekov effect probe. I mean, we can do a very dumb burn. I mean, sure, why not? What's the worst that could go wrong? Fire up the solid. 3, 2, 1, go! It's holding true. If this actually has an impact course with Venus, that's going to be lovely. No, it's further away from Venus. Oh well. We gosh darn tried. We definitely gave that one a good solid college try. Alrighty. We should be fine on Venus orbit. We should be fine to wait till the next window on that. And then Venus landing. The window for these is coming up because the window for the landing in atmosphere is different than the landing for the orbit. Because the orbit, we're trying to get to Venus with the least amount of relative velocity. For these, it doesn't really matter what our relative velocity is. As long as we just hit the atmosphere, we'll be fine. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do this now. And then hopefully first docking. That'll be later. Actually, first off, let's do the next Venus window. No, not Venus to Earth. Earth to Venus. Yeah, so we got the window here. I guess we want to wait till year 32? Oh, not 32, 30. There we go. So now we're looking at our next windows over here. Let me just shrink this down a little bit. There we go. So we have this big old window here. So yeah, we'll go for the cheap. It's going to take a bit longer to get there, but I'm not really too worried about time to get there. And this will be the quickest one, but yeah, it's a lot of Delta V. So yeah, we'll go for like right about here, I think. Right around there looks good. So that'll be April 1982. That'll be a ways away. Well, we got time to plan. We got time to make a successful Venus orbiter. That seems like a very long time away, but yeah, there's a window right here. Can't we just take this window? Oh yeah, that's and then search and Delta V's are really high. That's the problem. Yeah, I think the whole problem with the orbit is like, yeah, Venus is probably at a bad inclination here. So it'd take a lot of Delta V, but we might be able to manage. I don't know. We might be able to rush something out at like towards the end of this window. I'm gonna go, as long as it's less than 4,000 ejection, I think I can handle it. Yeah, we'll go there. It's like a more expensive orbit. Yeah, because this will be a cheaper window to make use of. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that out anyways. Let's do series now. Plot it. Okay, there's a series window. 5,000 ejection. Okay, can we get that to like just regular 5,000? There we go. 4973. I like that. Vesta. Plot it. It's like right around the same time. How much is that? That's also like 4,000. Okay, so 5,000. We could probably do a really light probe and launch that on a Titan or an Atlas, probably. Jupiter, I don't know. Jupiter's coming up. I'm not sure about Jupiter. I feel like Jupiter we could probably do with a series of gravity assists, but I don't know. Anyways, next up, we actually have our long-life weather satellite to bring down, and then we can go ahead and send up the Gemini 3 crew. That should be enough science to go ahead and start researching some stuff, hopefully. Oh, talk about science. We got some science from Moonspace Low. Lots of science from Moonspace Low. Oh my goodness. We could get more nuclear reactors, more mature avionics. More mature avionics, honestly not bad. Also, no, we're going to go for lunar-rated heat shields. Because I have a mission in mind that would definitely be very useful to have lunar-rated heat shields. And then, yeah, definitely better engines. Definitely better engines and probably mature probes. Scratch that. I do want to research the engines first. Right? The engines? 1966? Yes. I mean, 1966 orbital rocketry ain't great, but it's 1967. That's the one I want. Yeah, that's what I want to research, because I want to start getting down some of this stuff. Lunar-rated heat shields I do want, but we can wait a little bit on that. What I want to do with those won't be... it'll be a little bit. Alrighty, but now we're researching again, so that's brilliant. Let's just go ahead and teleport to this guy. The spy satellite that we launched that can last for 50 days instead of just 20 days, because it has nuclear power to charge its batteries. Now, I have a question. Can it actually, if we shut down the science, will it actually be able to recharge its batteries? So right now, it'll run out of power in 6 days. But if we stop the photography, can it recharge its batteries? It'll last 64 days now. But it doesn't say perpetual, so I don't think it's enough to recharge the batteries. So that does mean that the satellite is basically dead. We could keep it alive for a little bit longer, but what's the point? We just wanted the photos. So we're going to go ahead and let it be up here for another couple days until we got our mission coming up, but that should be fine. Spin it around the Earth a couple more times. Take a couple last photos. Couple more photos of the ground. Lots of lovely photos of the weather. Man, we're getting a lot of science. Alrighty, and with 0% electrical charge remaining, we only got a couple hours left. Just want to try and get this thing down to about minimum power. There we go. I think 2 hours, 38 minutes is cutting it pretty close. Alrighty, we're going to go stop the photography. Stop the cameras, stop the cameras. And that brings us to about a day of power left. Alrighty, so that should be enough. A day is plenty of enough time to figure out where we're going to be splashing this thing down in the US of A. And it looks like our orbit's actually pretty well aligned. I always forget when exactly I need to do the deorbit burn with this thing. I always forget. I know it's steeper than like a space capsule. I think it's about 90 degrees. It should land hopefully somewhere coastal. RCS retrograde. I said RCS retrograde. Retrograde, please. Retrograde. Alright, do none of my probes want to work today? Is that the problem we're having? Control. RCS. Enable. Okay, the RCS wasn't enabled for some reason. It's fine. There goes. It has successfully deorbited. There we go. This is the part I want to control. I don't know why the game thought I wanted to control everything else. Retrograde. Enable RCS. Please. Oh, snap. What's with my probes and them not listening? Hopefully the atmosphere grabs it. It should hopefully be stable in the atmosphere and not really need the RCS. The RCS is just kind of helpful to, you know, keep it going the right way. But yeah, no, it's hitting the flames now, and it's pretty much aimed itself retrograde. I don't know what it is with our RCS today. RCS just doesn't want to work. I don't know. It's fine, though. It'll make it through. Let's see where we landed. Oh, look at that. Right off the coast of, like, California. I'd say that's perfect. Right outside Vandenberg. Look at that. That's, like, perfect. That's perfect touchdown location. There's going to be lots of naval ships there, so they can quickly gather the photos. There's probably already one down there. I think I see one. No, it's probably just a cloud. That'd be cool if there were, like, ships on the water and stuff. You know, like, you know, MSFS, obviously MSFS 2020 because 2024 is jank, but, you know, MSFS map, realism overhaul. Come on. Wouldn't that be sick? I would love to crash my rockets into central Manhattan and deorbit my space probes into Chicago. Anyway, ooh, that's quite toasty. That got quite toasty. Luckily, it still has electric charge. Sploosh. Alrighty. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and launch early in the morning here. We'll make for some nice ambiance. And, oh, I didn't update this, did I? Delta V is not quite right. 377 meters per second in the ohms is too much. Okay, so this is the fixed one. Yes, we were launching Gemini 3. We actually wanted to be launching Gemini 5. Yeah, so let's get those rockets swapped out. Very slight minor mistake. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get this rolled back. At this point, the Aegina target vehicle is going to be ready, and the next mission will be ready. And yes, you did hear me right. We're going from Gemini 3 to 5 to 8 because ain't nobody got time for that. So yeah, this has less ohms propellant because we don't need as much, and yeah, just overall, just reducing that a little bit, and a couple other changes I made just drastically increases the Delta V. We're also overburning it by just a little bit. So if the engine fails, worst case scenario, it fails 5 seconds before orbit, we just burn a bit of our ohms propellant. We still get into orbit, we can still do a mission, but you know, by overburning it by 5 seconds, the chance of it failing with that little overburning is very little. And even if we do get like an extra 2 or 3 seconds out of the engine, that will be fine. I think that's one thing that I need to maybe, you know, do a bit more of, is overburning engines. Not by a lot, because obviously you do it by too much and then you're pushing the engine way too far, but you know, by like 2 or 3 seconds, probably won't be the end of the world. And if it does cause a failure, then it's still burned for a good 190 seconds, and then it failed, you know. And then yeah, I changed these a little bit to be more long-term things. So that should hopefully be fine. We're gonna go ahead and save those edits. Really, it's just 1 second of edits. I think it's funny how it's literally gonna take them 1 second to make that change. And then there we go. We can go ahead and get this rolled back out again. Yeah, surprised we couldn't just make those changes on the pad. Contract wants us to enter an initial orbit with an apoapsis above 275. Oh, so that's a bit different, actually. Okay. Oh, okay. They want higher than the first go. We might do this with our second mission, actually. This one might not actually do this. We might do this with the second mission, because that's a spicy. But we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Gemini 5, you are go for launch. Alrighty, and decoupling the nose cover. We are free from our booster, and we are in our desired orbit. So now we can go ahead and begin some science. We have a lot of science. A lot of science to run. We're gonna be spending 8 days up in orbit here. So yeah, we might just yeah, we're gonna have our Mars window during the time that these guys are up here. Just barely. I do need to go ahead and make a Venus impactor as well. I think I'm just going to maybe just redesign my my other probe slightly, the Triumph probe, and just make that our Venus impactor. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Although I might have designed something. I'm not sure. I think there was a design for a Venus orbiter that was like the NASA Pioneer, and I might make that one instead. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Anyways, we're chilling, having a good time. Having a good time. Having a good time. So we need to spend 3 days in this orbit. We have 8 days worth of hydrogen, 9 days worth of oxygen, 9 days worth of hydroxide, 14 days worth of water, basically perpetual water, and 8 days worth of food. Basically, 8 days is our mission time, because we need to stay up here for 3 days, change our orbit, and then stay up here for another 5 days. Quite an intensive contract, yeah, so he wants us to go into a higher orbit and then stay there for 5 days. So it's going to be in the radiation belts as well. So, you know, they might get a little bit irradiated, but I don't think it'll be too bad, hopefully. So yeah, we're just going to chill out here in this lower orbit for a while. Just having a good time. There we go, we got some science. We're getting science. We got the star occlusion navigation, and now we're doing the in-flight sleep analysis and synergistic effect of zero gravity and radiation on white blood cells. Yes, very complicated experiments we're doing here. Very complicated. Okay, 10 more minutes in this orbit. And then I'll go ahead and put you guys in the higher orbit, and then, I guess check back on you in a bit. RCS, Prograd. We need to raise it up to 850. Again, I'm not actually sure if we have enough ohms propellant to do this. I want to think we do, but I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. It's a big old burn. Alternatively, if we can't make this, then the next mission with the Agena will have to do this contract, because with the Agena we can dock to the Agena and then get more Delta V, and then have the Agena boost us into a higher orbit, which was the original plan of Gemini 8, until it, you know... I'm not too sure how effective our burning is now. We are probably well on the other side of our periapsis. Let's see. Yeah, we're well over here now. So we want to maybe warp till we're like over here. Yeah, there we are. Got all this junk floating around. So much space junk. Alright, raise that orbit all the way up to 850. We going higher than we've ever gone before, boys. And again, we still have our retro pack to come down, so we'll be perfectly fine, especially if we burn at apoapsis. It's going to be quite a steep re-entry, but it should be fine, hopefully. It's not... I mean, it's eccentric, but it's not, like, overly eccentric. Low Earth orbit heat shield should still be fine. Might be pushing it a little bit, though. Actually, let's go ahead and warp to Apogee and see what the Earth looks like from all the way up here. Ooh, look at that. They're speechless, I tell ya. Absolutely speechless. Oh, look, they're smiling. They're smiling. They're smiling. Being this high above the Earth. Yeah, seems like they're doing fine. We've transmitted 90.1 credits. That's a lot of science. That's a lot of science, Houston. Oh, you can run a crew report, too, because we're in space high. Oh, look at that. New thing here. We're in space high above the Earth, I think, now. Yeah, there we go. Space just above Earth's tropics. Maybe that's why we're getting new things, because we're in a different biome? Not sure. I don't know. Are we in orbit high? Are we in high orbit, or are we still in low orbit? I'm not sure. Either way, I know our food's still doing good. We got 5 days and 13 hours of food, so I'm just gonna set an alarm for 5 days, and we'll check back on you guys in 5 days. How's that sound? Alrighty. Have fun doing whatever you do in space for a very long time. Have fun! So we are on our way to Mars. We have about 4 days till we get to Mars. Although I'm just going to go ahead and wake you up and have you look at the sun again, because it seems like we have drifted a little bit. Look at the shot. So yeah, we're going to have you point towards the sun, and I don't quite see where Mars is, but it should be one of the bigger objects in our near vicinity. It's Jupiter over there. There's Saturn. There's Orion's belt. Right there. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we can go ahead and pull up the map, and we can go ahead and pull up our plotting frame. Let's go ahead and see Mars. Mars, MCI. So yeah, we should be set to get a pretty close periapsis. Yeah, very close periapsis is what we're predicted to get. Currently we have no signal, which is a bit worrying. Would have thought I would have given this probe enough signal, but maybe Mars is just too far away and we took slightly too long to get here. We'll see. Either way though, as you can see, we're coming right into the Mars system. And if we take a look, let's see. What planets are off in this direction? Okay, so Saturn. So it is off in the direction of Saturn. Or Mercury, Earth, and Venus are behind us. Okay, so it is. So we do want to be roughly looking in this direction, but we want to be looking up. Not Mercury, Venus, and Earth, but in the direction of Jupiter and Saturn. We want to look up. Aha, there it is. Do you guys see it over there? Right where my cursor's pointing. Food reserves are getting low on the Titan II. Okay. Yeah, we should have more time on there. But there we go. To run that. I'm pretty sure we're 41 minutes to the SOI change. But we have so much stuff that we can run so close to Mars. And again, none of it will be transmitted, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that's everything we brought with us. I mean, we launched this probe a while ago. Back when we didn't have much. Because, I mean, it does take a while to get to Mars. We've gotten a lot more technology since we've launched this thing. But there we go. Yeah, old SOI Sun, new SOI Mars. The red planet. I mean, let's see. How much time was it going to take for us to get to our perigee? Okay, it's going to take us 2 days to get to our perigee. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and check on the Gemini crew. At least we've started the experiments that can start running as we start falling towards Mars. This is like a 23-hour experiment, so that'll need all the time it needs to run. These have already finished, but there'll probably be more science near Mars that it'll like to have, and that also takes a lot of time to run. Well, I think that was the same experiment that I was looking at earlier. So, yeah, it'll take pictures, it'll start heading closer to Mars. Let's make sure you're aiming towards the sun, though. I don't want you to die while we're gone. Alrighty, how you guys doing? So, yeah, food's getting low. Waste and wastewater's building up. I mean, all in all, things are looking fine. You pretty much have finished all your experiments. Okay, how much longer until the contract's done? How much longer until we complete that contract? Okay, you got 17 hours until that contract's done. Oh, liquid hydrogen's out in 4 hours. Yikes. Okay, I guess liquid hydrogen's not a problem. Right, liquid hydrogen's not a problem, because then we'll just go off batteries. We can live without that for a bit. Okay, so that's our main concern, is liquid hydrogen is almost out. But we have pretty much a day on everything else, and oxygen is perpetual, so yeah, we should be fine. We'll run out of fuel cells, but we'll still have electric charge for a little bit, because we can run off batteries. I have some clouds visible below me, the sunset was beautiful, causing Earth radiation belt exposed to extreme radiation. Liquid hydrogen tanks are empty, yep. So that is fine. So we can no longer run the fuel cells, I'm pretty sure, is what that's led to. Yeah, we're now going through our electric charge. And we need to last another 12 hours. So I'll keep a close eye on this electricity, but yeah, look, it's barely going down. Reach test. I can hit directly any spot I want to hit. I have no problem. Yeah, I can't read those. Okay, lithium hydroxide reserves are low. Okay. Again, you guys have plenty of enough stuff. Just stop complaining. You got 11 more hours to go. Stop complaining. Although you are crossing a lot of radiation. You're reaching 3% of your career radiation. And you're spinning very fast. Alrighty. 30 seconds left. And then we can think about getting you guys home. Boom. Beautiful. Alrighty. So that's that done. We're running dangerously low on supplies here. We got like half a day left on most things. Next orbit, I think, will be a good orbit. There's no food on board the crew. Don't say that. Don't say the crew prepares for the worst. Come on, one more orbit should be fine. You guys shouldn't starve in an hour. Here we go. We're preparing for reentry right about here. Seems a bit late, actually, but hopefully it'll be fine. I'll go ahead and have the ohms bring us down a nice ways, and then we will fire up the retro sequence. See, your guys will be fine. You're out of food, sure, but you have water. You have oxygen. I mean, it is cutting it quite close. But hey, this contract was crazy, so I think it's fair. Burning the retros. Bringing us the rest of the way down. Yeah, a little bit late. Like, basically, we needed to do our burn, like, over Australia, I think. But again, I wasn't gonna risk another orbit. Yeah, we're gonna end up somewhere in Africa. That's how far we overshot our reentry. It's fine. We did good with the weather satellite earlier today. I'm happy with that. Actual crew, though, they can go in Africa. I hear the weather's great this time of year. Alrighty, here we go. Here come the G's. We might honestly skip right over Africa. I'm not quite sure how this reentry is gonna work. if we're gonna do like a skip reentry or not, because we're coming in so fast. Lifting body reentry. Lifting body, lifting body. Lifting body, lifting body. They're reaching G limits. Lifting body, lifting body. Alex blacked out, but David kept it together. 0 G and I feel fine. You're 0 G through that, really. Let's see, what was our peak Gs? Okay, 9 Gs, not bad. I'm pretty sure that's actually what the Gemini was intended to, like, do for Gs, was like around 9. I bet if I inverted my roll a bit sooner, we could have done a skip re-entry. And, probably, you know, kept it nice and comfortable with the lifting body, but it was all fine. Now, it's a good thing all the food got used up, because otherwise we might have some African kids trying to eat it. Am I allowed to say that? Alright, now for the main shoot. I did the main shoot a little too soon. We seem to be falling without a parachute. I think it's like 2,000, yeah, right on there. Whoosh. I bet they're relieved to see that the main shoot came out after the drogue chute has already detached. They're like, the drogue chute's supposed to pull the main chute out. That's how that works. The drogue chute's gone and the main hasn't come out. Oh dear, please help. Don't worry, we're past the days of parachutes failing. At least I think. Le bonk. Ooh, that was a little spicy, but it was fine. Alrighty, and there we go. 49 science earned. Not bad. And yeah, they're gonna be on leave until the 29th of August, and they want to stay all the way until 1984 now, which is, yeah, quite good. Alrighty, so yeah, they did all that, and then, okay, I guess that was the only experiment that we actually had to bring back. The other two could be transmitted. I guess that makes sense. But that's the only one we had to bring back was the effect of zero gravity on white blood cells. I guess they have to put them under some modern technology or something. I wonder if that was anything they had to do, or if it was just like, we'll do a blood test when you get back. And we'll look at your white blood cells. Science, 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 science! What do we want to research? We've already started researching that. I think Hydrolux engines, probably. Oh, there's some good engines right there, y'all. And maybe we'll get lunar exploration era materials science. That gives us better balloon tanks. No, because that's 25 MLI layers. Aluminum copper alloy gridded. Aluminum copper alloys ruse it in orthogrid for all upper stages of the Saturn program. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. That sounds good, because we can get some of this stuff. Ooh, nuclear engines. I don't think we'll mess with those this series, but maybe, you know, in the next series. Nuclear fun? Alright, we have the Triumph Venus lander, that's missions in 28 days, and then we have another thing, and then the final thing I want to do today, which is the Titan II and the Atlas Agena. Getting to be a lot, though, so I think I might call it here. Hopefully that's fine by you guys. I feel like we did a lot of fun stuff. Oh, actually, no, I forgot about our Mars thing. Let's do the Mars thing. Where's the tracking station? There's Mars. There's Mars. Alrighty, there's Mars. Look at Mars. Oh wow, ain't it so pretty. Oh, I just wanna get a pretty shot for a pretty thumbnail. How much RCS propellant do we got left? Oh, we're out. We're out. Okay, we're out of control system fuel. That's great, I guess. Let's get a little bit closer. Look at that big old crater there. Is that a crater? It was like just maybe a mountain ridge. Flying below Valles Marineras. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully they see these pictures one day. I mean, hopefully we can send another orbiter pretty soon with a better antenna. Right now they ain't getting none of this. Let's just see. How far away are we from Earth? Yeah, Earth is all the way over here. Yeah, so no wonder they can't reach. That is a long ways to go. Yeah, that is quite the distance. So anyways, I guess as we fly by Mars, I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe for new videos, have a great rest of your day, and yeah, next time, we're gonna be doing the Atlas Agena docking. I'm gonna try that Geostat again, and yeah, I got another Venus mission as well. Another, obviously not another Venus orbiter, but a Venus lander. So that should be quite fun. And yeah, as for Mars, I guess we'll wait till the next window. We'll send another probe, or I don't know. This one might come in range soon-ish. Not really sure when this thing will come back in range, if it'll even survive. I mean, I guess as long as I switch away from it as the solar panels are aiming towards the sun and hibernated, it should hopefully live long enough to transmit some data back, but I don't know. I don't think we even did the contract because we need to transmit data, right? Transmit science data from space near Mars. Freaking antennas!